Gen Con 2024. I'm here with Ilya from The Incredible Dream, and we're checking out this year's Gen Con release. This is KINFIRE Delve, Callous Lab. Callous Lab. Now this box is tiny, but I'm seeing it come out on the table and it's huge.
It is.
Relative to this.
It has a beautiful presence, and we're very excited about this. It's the third game in our series. It is a Gen Con release. It'll be coming later in August if you are interested. But let me tell you about the KINFIRE Delve series.
Yeah, what do we got here?
There's 3 different games in the series, and each of them has 2 Seekers, which are champions, and 1 Well Master. Now, the cool aspect of the games in the series is they're all standalone, but you can mix and match and play with any of the Seekers against any of the Well Master. And if you own more than 1 box, you can go to 3 to 4 players, go from 1 to 4 players as well.
Very nice.
So that's a really nice element to it too. But the way the game works is your whole goal is to get to the bottom of the well and defeat the Well Master, who is the big bad of the game. They're trying to get out of the well and cause some mayhem in the world of Atios, and we're Seekers, we're trying to stop them from doing that.
Okay, nice.
Now,
does this come in the box?
No, the playmat is additional. It's a $25 playmat. Typically, you'll just have your own setup.
Right, you set up your own tableau.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, very nice. And these cards are, sorry to interrupt, but man, these are just absolutely gorgeous. The shine on them.
Yeah, the gold is so nice.
Yeah, like,
and it is a $20 game. We're really proud of the production.
This is $20.
This is $20.
Wow, okay.
So what you're doing in this game is, and the heart of this game is, you'll have a hand of cards. So I'll give you some cards here.
Okay.
Just to take a look at. We're mid-game, we're seeing what we can do. And the other interesting element of the game is the interaction of the challenges that you'll be taking on. Because each turn, what you'll do is you'll decide which of the challenges you want to take on to get down to the wall and defend against the Well Master. Now, a lot of these have ongoing effects that impact each other. So that's a lot of the decision making, is which one do we want to take care of so it doesn't do more damage in the future.
Okay.
So say we want to deal with the extraction room right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at I'm going to look at my hand of cards and find a card that matches that suit, that color, that symbol. Okay. So I'll have this 4 right here. So I'll play a 4. A 4 is not quite enough to beat 8, where I'll implore my teammate to help me. They'll have values.
I like that we work together. Unfortunately, I don't have a match.
Oh, but you look at the bottom.
Okay.
And white is a wild, so you are able to boost me here, which gets me to 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 is not quite 8. The last step of the game is you will get to roll the dice, and we're looking for green. And look at that, we rolled 2 green.
Nice.
So we got to 8. So now this one has a star, ability, and succeed, so we'll read what it actually says. And it says, if completed, I'll delve 3 cards and add 2 progress to Callous. Now, this is the core element of the game, is when you delve, you'll take cards from the top of the deck, you won't look at them, and you'll place them in the discard pile. And that's how you're trying to get down to the deck. I've completed this challenge, a new one come out, and then there's a new setup of what are we going to do next? And that's essentially the game. We're going to keep going until we get to the bottom of the well deck. At that point, the Well Master will transform into their final form, and there are 3 different versions of their final form. So you don't quite know the Callous that you're going to see.
So you're going to get some variation in how the game plays. And how many different boxes are there?
So there's 3 different boxes. Each of them has their own Well Master with their own Well Master deck.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the final gauntlet comes out as well, which are these nice fancy cards right here. And you'll take him on.
These are fancy.
And you hope that you don't pass. You don't pass. Try again. We'll not say we'll pass away. We'll try again. Now, another cool 2 features I have not chatted about yet is your party has a collective health of 10. And you'll see some cards do 2 damage or 1. If you don't succeed the challenge, you'll typically take on damage. And you don't really heal much in this game, so it's pretty bad when you take a lot of damage on. And it's not a play 1, draw 1. You play until your hand size is done, and once you have to redraw back up to your hand size, you'll actually get an exhaustion card. And an exhaustion card, you can see this person's quite exhausted, will be unfortunate deficit to your game, and it'll make it tougher as you go on. So as the game progresses, you definitely feel like you've neared the end stage. You're going to be exhausted by the time that you get to the final boss battle, and it really is, hopefully you'll succeed, but it will be that really close moment of will you make it or will you not.
And what's the playtime?
Playtime is about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. So a little bit longer for a box of this size.
Absolutely.
The first time I definitely expected it to be a little bit shorter, but there's just so much to discover, and I think it's also understanding how the cards interact with each other. It takes quite a lot of skills. So.
Yeah, I need to get to know the game. That's fantastic. Well, I appreciate you giving us a run through. Now, don't forget to get out there, get gaming,
be legendary.